Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare Hare मम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So we'll start with chastisement of junior Haridāsa. So we have Bada Haridāsa, who is Namacharya Haridāsa Thakur. So you know about him. Now this is someone called Chota Haridāsa or Junior Haridāsa. Okay. I offer my respectful obeisance unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and of all the other preceptors on the path of devotional service. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnavas and unto the 6 Goswamis, including Sri Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and their associates. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all his devotees, headed by Srivas Thakur. I then offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, Srimati Radharani, and all the gopis, headed by Lalita and Vishaka. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Advaita Acharya, and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In his incarnation as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna descended to deliver all the living beings in the 3 worlds, from Brahmaloka down to Pataloka. He caused the deliverance in 3 ways. What is it? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karamore, Tum bina ke dayalu jagat samsare. Patita Pavana Tumi Tava Avatara. No, Patita Pa. He's come to deliver the fallen conditioned souls in the 3 worlds, the upper, middle, and lower planetaries. The Lord delivered the fallen souls in some places by meeting them directly, in other places by empowering a pure devotee, and other places by appearing before someone himself. So these are the 3 ways, delivering by 3 ways. Like one place, he just meet them directly. Okay, like Krishna met directly to Pudana and Akasur Pakasur. Other place, he empowered a pure devotee, like Srila Prabhupada got empowered. Or in other places, he appeared before someone as himself, as Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered almost all the fallen souls by directly meeting them. So Mahaprabhu directly met them, right? He delivered others by entering the bodies of the great devotees such as Nakula Brahmachari. He delivered still others by appearing before them in case of Narasimha Brahmachari. I shall deliver the fallen souls. This statement characterizes the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he delivers the fallen souls. So if we are the most fallen, we get delivered first. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was personally present, anyone in the world who met him even once was fully satisfied and became spiritually advanced. So did you all know that story where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was about to take sannyas and the barber came? He shaved his head. You know, he had long hair. What happened to that barber?
He was not ready to shave the hair.
Yeah, he was not ready because Mahaprabhu had such a lovely hair, nice hair. He was not ready, but Mahaprabhu forced him. And when he started shaving, then what happened to him?
He rolled and he gave up his...
yeah.
He also became a pure devotee.
He became a pure devotee, and the moment he touched Mahaprabhu's hair to shave, he got love of Godhead and he fell on the ground, started rolling. Somehow he finished shaving, and after that he gave up his profession. He became a pure devotee, because even once if someone meet him, becomes spiritually advanced, right? Just by seeing Mahaprabhu. Every year, devotees from Bengal go to Jagannath Puri to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and after the meeting, they would return to Bengal. Similarly, people who went to Jagannath Puri from various provinces of India were fully satisfied after seeing the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. People from all over the universe, including the 7 islands, the 9 Khandas, the planets of the demigods, Gandharva Loka, Kinnara Loka, would go there in form of human beings. Having seen So this is what happened. In form of human beings, even the Devatas used to come when Nimai was born, when he was on the lap of Sachimata. All the demigods come in human form to see the Lord. Having seen the Lord, they all became Vaishnavas. Thus, in ecstatic love of Godhead, they chanted the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and danced. Thus, by direct meeting, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered the three worlds. Some people, however, were entangled in material activities and could not go. To deliver people in regions throughout the universe who could not meet him, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally entered the bodies of pure devotees. Like where he could not go, he actually empowered the pure devotees. Thus, he empowered the living being. This is called Shaktya Avatar, his pure devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted about Srila Prabhupada, right? What did he say about Prabhupada?
Mora Senapati Bhakt.
Yeah, Mora Senapati. Yeah, Mora Senapati Nayak or Mora Senapati Bhakt will come. My man, he is going to be my man, and he will cross across the ocean and take the cult abroad. So that's the Senapati Bhakta is none other than Srila Prabhupada. So such empowered pure devotees will come, and by manifesting in them so much of his own devotion that people in other countries become devotees by seeing them. Other countries means abroad. So that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's wishes. Prithivitiyacheyada Nagaradagram Sarvatra Prajar Hoya Mananam. Everywhere, every town and village, his holy name should be heard. That was the prediction which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. And that was taken care by Srila Prabhupada. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered the entire three worlds, not only by his personal presence, but also by empowering others. Krishna Shakti Vinat Nahi Hua Parivartan. We need the power from Krishna. I shall briefly describe how he empowered a living being in Bengal. Now we'll start the story of Chota Haridāsa. No, this is Nakula Brahmachari. Okay. In Ambuya Muluka, there was a person called Nakula Brahmachari, who was perfectly a pure devotee, greatly advanced in devotional service. Desiring to deliver all the people of Bengal, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the heart of Nakula Brahmachari. He entered, that means he empowered him. Nakula Brahmachari became exactly like a man haunted by a ghost. Thus, he sometimes laughed, sometimes cried, sometimes danced, sometimes chanted like a madman. He continuously exhibited bodily transformation of trance in love. Thus, he cried, trembled, became stunned, perspired, danced in the love of Godhead, and made sounds like those of a cloud. So these are all the Ashtasatika Vihara, the symptoms of ecstasy. His body shone with the same luster as that of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is that luster which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had? It's the same color. So which is that color?
Golden color.
Molten golden color.
So he is known as what? Because he's golden color.
Gauranga.
Gauranga. Okay, Gaura Anga. Gaura means golden, Anga means limbs. So Gaurangi is Radharani. Okay, and he showed the same absorption in ecstatic love of Godhead. People came from all provinces of Bengal to see these symptoms. He advised whoever he met to chant the holy names of Hare Krishna. Names Hare Krishna. Thus, upon seeing him, people were overwhelmed with love of Godhead. So, this is the mantra which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. That's why we chant this mantra. And also, Kali Santarna Upanishads also say this. Iti Shodashakam Namnam Kali Kalma Shanashanam. This is the mantra to be chanted in Kali. When Shivananda Sena heard that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the body of Nakula Brahmachari, he went there with doubts in his mind. Who was Shivananda Sena? Does anyone remember Shivananda Sena? Yes.
He arranged for yatra and he gave food to dog and all.
Yeah, the dog pastime. Remember, so he would pay for the dog and feed prasad to the dog. And then Shivananda Sena, he's actually a grihastha, but then one day he could not take care of the dog and others forgot to feed. The dog crossed the ocean, the river, and went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and was taking Mahaprasad from Mahaprabhu. And finally, he went back home, back to Godhead, that dog. No, that's a Shivananda story. Shivananda Sena so went there with doubts in the mind. He's like, is that person acting or really empowered? So desiring to test the authenticity of Nakula Brahmachari, he stayed outside thinking as follows. If Nakula Brahmachari personally calls me and knows my worshipable mantra, then I shall understand that he is inspired by presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thinking in this way, he stayed some distance apart. So there is a mantra which was given especially to Shivananda Sena by Mahaprabhu. So that mantra only Mahaprabhu knows. So he's like, if Nakula Brahmachari personally have Mahaprabhu in his heart, then he will know that mantra. So there was a large crowd of people, some coming and some going. Indeed, some people in that great crowd could not even see Nakula Brahmachari. In his inspired state, Nakula Brahmachari said, Shivananda Sena is staying some distance away. 2 or 4 of you go and call him. Thus people began running here and there, calling in all directions. Shivananda, who is Shivananda? Please come. Nagula Brahmachari is calling you. Hearing these calls, Shivananda Sena quickly went there and offered obeisance to Nagula Brahmachari and sat down near him. Nagula Brahmachari said, I know that you are doubtful. Now please hear this evidence with great attention. So that's Mahaprabhu himself empowered. So he is saying to Shivananda Sena, Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself as Paramatma in everyone's heart. He knows everything. He's saying, you're chanting the Gaura Gopala mantra, composed of 4 syllables. Now please give up the doubts that have resided within you. So this is the mantra, Gaura Gopala mantra, which Shivananda Sena was chanting. Gaura Gopala mantra tumhara chari akshara, avishwasa chade yei kariyache antara. So that's the mantra he was saying. So this is the mantra. Oh no, the mantra is not here. So it is Gopala mantra. Okay, he explains about the Gopala mantra, Bhakti Vinoda Chakur. That is the syllable Gaura Anga as the Gaura mantra. Sri Gaura Sundara accepted the 4 syllable Gauranga as the Gaura mantra, but pure worshippers of Radha and Krishna accepted Radha Krishna as the Gaur Gopal mantra. So the Gaur Gopal mantra, Gaura mantra is Gauranga, and also Radha Krishna as the Gaur Gopal mantra. So Gauranga and Radha Krishna is the Gaur Gopal mantra. So Vaishnavas consider Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu different from Radharani. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna nahi Anya. Therefore, one who chants the mantra Gauranga and one who chants the names of Radha and Krishna are on the same level. So if you chant Gauranga or if you chant Hare Krishna, both are the same. Because both are same. Gauranga is also like Radha and Krishna combined, right? So that's the Gaur Gopal mantra chanted by Shivananda Sena. So Shivananda Sena, they are upon, because only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows this. And Nakula Brahmachari already told this. So now his doubt is over. Shivananda Sena thereupon developed full confidence in his mind that Nakula Brahmachari was filled with the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shivananda Sena then offered him respect and devotional service. In this way, one should understand the inconceivable potency of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, please hear how his appearance, Avirbhava, takes place. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always appeared in 4 places: in the household temple of Mother Sachi, in the places where Nityananda Prabhu danced, in the house of Srivas Pandit during congregational chanting, and in the house of Raghav Pandit. So 4 places he used to appear at the same time. This is like how Narad Muni saw 16,108 palaces with Krishna. Krishna was everywhere. So similarly, here, the household temple of Mother Sachi, whenever Mother Sachi offer anything, Mahaprabhu comes and eats it, and then she'll be in ecstasy. Then she'll look at the plate is empty. She's like, oh, I didn't offer. Again, she'll fill it. Again, keeps happening. And Nityananda Prabhu, wherever he's Balram, so wherever Nityananda Prabhu danced, he's there. Srivas Pandit, Narad Muni, his son Srivas Angan, he is there, and Raghav Pandit. He appeared because of his attraction to the love of his devotees. That is his natural characteristics, right? Krishna is present wherever his devotees are there. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared before Narasimha Brahmachari and ate his offerings. Please hear about this with attention. Shivananda Sena had a nephew named Srikanta Sena, who by the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was extremely fortunate. One year, Srikanta Sena came along to Jagannath Puri in great eagerness to see the Lord. Seeing Srikanta Sena, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed costless mercy upon him. Srikanta Sena stayed near Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for about 2 months at Jagannath Puri. When he was about to return to Bengal, the Lord told him, forbid the devotees of Bengal to come to Jagannath Puri this year. This year I shall personally go to Bengal and meet all these devotees there, headed by Advaita Acharya. Please inform Shivananda Sena that in the month of Pausha, December, January, I shall certainly go to his home. Jagadananda is there, and he will give me offerings of food. Inform them all that no one should come to Jagannath Puri this year, because Mahaprabhu will go. When Srikant Sena returned to Bengal and delivered this message, the minds of all the devotees were very pleased. Advaita Acharya was just about to go to Jagannath Puri with other devotees, but upon hearing this message, he waited. Shivananda Sena and Jagadananda also stayed back, awaiting the arrival of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When the mother of Pausha arrived, Jagadananda and Shivananda collected all kind of paraphernalia for the Lord's reception. Every day they would wait until evening for the Lord to come. As the month passed, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not come. Jagadananda and Shivananda became most unhappy. This is like Krishna said when he left Vrindavan, I will come tomorrow. I will come tomorrow. And then Yashoda Maya and Nanda Baba and all of them were waiting with so much of prasad and everything that he'll come, Krishna will come, Krishna will come. They'll make nice butter and wait. But then till evening, Krishna will never come back. So they were feeling so unhappy. Suddenly, Narasimha and Nanda arrived, and Jagadananda and Shivananda arranged for him to sit near them. Seeing them most unhappy, Narasimhananda inquired, "Why do I see that you are both despondent?" Then Shivananda Sena told him, "Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu promised that he would come. Why then has he not arrived?" Hearing this, Narasimhananda Brahmachari replied, "Please be satisfied. I assure you that I shall bring him here 3 days from now." Shivananda and Jagadananda knew of Narasimhananda Brahmachari's influence and love of Godhead. Therefore, they now felt assured that he would certainly bring Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His real name was Pradyumna Brahmachari. The name Narasimhananda had been given to him by Lord Gaurasundar himself. After meditating for 2 days, Narasimhananda Brahmachari told Shivananda Sena, "I had already brought Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the village known as Panihatti. You know that festival, Panihatti Chidadehi festival with Raghunath Das Goswami, that one. Tomorrow at noon, he will come to your home. Therefore, please bring all kind of cooking ingredients. I shall personally cook and offer him food. In this way, I shall bring him here very soon. Be assured that I'm telling you the truth. Don't be doubtful. Bring all the ingredients very soon, for I want to begin cooking immediately. Please do what I say." Narasimhananda Brahmachari said to Shivananda, "Please bring whatever cooking ingredients I want." Thus, Shivananda Sena immediately brought whatever he asked for. Beginning early in the morning, Narasimhananda Brahmachari cooked many varieties of food, including vegetables, cakes, sweet rice, and other preparation. After he finished cooking, he brought separate dishes for Jagadananda and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He also separately offered dishes to Narasimha Deva, his worshipable deity. Thus, he divided all the food into 3 offerings. Then, outside the temple, he began to meditate upon the Lord. In his meditation, he saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quickly come, sit down, and ate all the 3 offerings, leaving behind no remnants. This is what he saw in his meditation. Pradyumna Brahmachari was overwhelmed by transcendental ecstasy upon seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eating everything. Tears flowed from his eyes. Nevertheless, he expressed dismay, saying, "Alas, alas, my dear Lord, what are you doing? You are eating everyone's food. My dear Lord, you are one with Jagannath. Therefore, I have no objection of you eating his offering. But why are you eating and touching the offering of Lord Narasimhadev?" No, 3 plates were there. So he was eating. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate Jagannath's prasad, definitely. Say Gaura, say Krishna, say Jagannath. All 3 are same. But then why are you eating Narasimhadev's offering? I think that Narasimhadev could not eat anything today, and therefore he's fasting. If the master fasts, how can the servant live? Although Narasimha Brahmachari felt jubilation within his heart to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eating everything for the sake of Lord Narasimhadev, he eternally expressed disappointment. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the supreme personality of Godhead himself. Therefore, there's no difference between him, Lord Jagannath, and Lord Narasimhadev. Keshava Druda Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. So all are same. Pradyumna Brahmachari was deeply eager to understand this fact. Therefore, I'll just see the verse. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna Chaitanya Goshani Jagannatha Narasimha Saha Kichu Beda Nahi. So there's no difference between them. Pradyumna Brahmachari was deeply eager to understand this fact. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed it to him by practical demonstration. So you should be eager. Tatra laulyam apimulya kevalam kodi janma sukritana labhyate. Tatra laulyam, that eager should be there to understand Krishna, to know more about him. Then Krishna will reveal to you. Swayameva Swaratyada. That's the only thing we needed. Rupa Goswami says, just that eagerness to know. After eating all the offerings, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started for Panihatti. Therefore, there he was greatly satisfied to see the different varieties of vegetable prepared in the house of Raghava. Shivananda said to Narasimhananda, "Why are you expressing dismay? He alone has eaten the offering for all the 3 deities. Because of this, both Jagannath and Simha remained fasting." When Shivananda Sena heard this statement, he was unsure whether Narasimhananda Brahmachari was speaking that way because of ecstatic love or because it was actually a fact. Because Narasimhananda Brahmachari in meditation saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming and eating, but Shivananda Sena didn't know. When Shivananda Sena was thus perplexed, Narasimhananda Brahmachari said to him, "Bring more food. Let me cook again for Lord Narasimhadev." Then Shivananda Sena again brought the ingredients with which to cook. And Pradyumna Brahmachari again cooked and offered the food to Narasimhadev. The next year, Shivananda went to Jagannath Puri with all other devotees to see the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One day, in the presence of all the devotees, the Lord raised these topics concerning Narasimhananda Brahmachari and praised his transcendental qualities. This is how we have to glorify devotees. The Lord said, last year in the month of Pausha, so actually Mahaprabhu didn't personally come there. In the meditation, he came and ate all the offerings. The Manasa Puja with that Brahmana did, right? Sweet rice. Same way. The Lord said, last year in the month of Pausha, when Narasimhananda gave me varieties of sweetmeats and vegetables to eat, they were so good that I felt I had never before eaten such preparations. So everybody's like, when did you go? You didn't go last month, no? But in the meditation, he went. Hearing this, all the devotees were struck with wonder, and Shivananda became confident that the incident was true, because Narasimhananda Brahmachari said, yes, Mahaprabhu came and ate. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to eat at the temple of Sachi Mata every day and also visit the house of Srivas Thakur when Kirtan was performed. Similarly, he was always present when Nityananda Prabhu danced, and he regularly appeared at the house of Raghava. So these were the 4 places Mahaprabhu always go, at the temple of Sachi Mata and house of Srivas Thakur. Those who came to Vrindavan, Mayapur with us, we know we went to the house of Srivas Thakur, right? And we had a nice kirtan. All of us danced there, because that is a place where Mahaprabhu every evening goes with devotees and dances in that place. Those who have not visited Mayapur, please go and see all these places of Srivas Thakur, Srivas Angan, where we had nice kirtan and all the devotees were dancing in ecstasy, because that's the same place where Mahaprabhu danced in the kirtan, and he goes every day to that house regularly. Lord Gaurasundar is greatly influenced by the love of his devotees. Therefore, he is Bhakta Valsala, no? Not Jnani or Karmi Valsala. Therefore, wherever there is pure devotion to the Lord himself, subdued by such love, appears and his devotees see him. Wherever there is pure devotion, the Lord is always there and the devotees see him. Prema Vasa Gaura Prabhu Yahan Premottama Prema Vasa Hanataha Dena Darshana. Influenced by the loving affairs of Shivananda Sena, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came again and again. Therefore, who can estimate the limits of his love? Thus, I have described the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who hears about these incidents can understand the transcendental opulence of the Lord, the Shruti Phala. At Jagannath Puri, in association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, lived Bhagavan Acharya, who was certainly a gentleman, alert scholar, and a great devotee. He was fully absorbed in thoughts of fraternal relationship with God, and he was an incarnation of a cowherd boy. And thus his dealings with Swarup Damodar Goswami were very friendly. He sought the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, and with full surrender, sometimes he would invite the Lord to dine at his house. Bhagavan Acharya prepared varieties of rice and vegetables at home and brought the Lord there alone to eat. Bhagavan Acharya's father, whose name was Satananda Khan, was an expert statesman, whereas Bhagavan Acharya was not at all interested in the management of the state. Indeed, he was almost in the renounced order of life. Bhagavan Acharya's brother, whose name was Gopal Bhattacharya, had studied Vedanta philosophy at Banaras and had returned to Bhagavan Acharya's. Bhagavan Acharya took his brother to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but the Lord, knowing that Gopal Bhattacharya was a Mayavadi philosopher, could not get much happiness from meeting him. Because Mahaprabhu says, what does Mahaprabhu says about Mayavadi?
Krishna Aparadhi.
Very good. Mayavadi Krishna Aparadhi. And we should not hear from a Mayavadi. Mayavadi Bhashya Shurile Hoya Sarvanash. Why Mayavadi is a Krishna Aparadhi? Why he called Mayavadi as a Krishna Aparadhi? Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji, because they say that Lord has no form.
So?
But Lord has transcendental beautiful form.
Yeah, so that's like aparad, no?
Yes,
you have Prabhupada says an example. Sometimes you take a lot of effort and make everything, so many dishes and everything for your friends to come at home, and they come and they have nice dinner or something, and at the end they say, oh, you ordered these foods from the market or from the hotel, you didn't personally cook. How will you feel? You personally took so much struggle and bought the vegetables and cooked it and offered and everything, and they are saying, oh, you got it from the market. Now you feel so bad. That's not correct. Similarly, Krishna has a beautiful form, the Kribangalali, the three-folded, bended, crooked form, and he has a beautiful, all the features, everything. And they are saying Krishna doesn't have a form. He is Nirakar and Nirguna. Krishna doesn't have qualities. He has 64 qualities. He don't have material qualities and material form. So they are aparadhi. They are doing aparad. They are offending the Lord. That's why Mayavadi Krishna Aparadi. And Mayavadi Bhashya Shunire Hoye Sarvanash. If you hear Mayavadi Bhashya, then there is Sarvanash. Now you should not hear it. So he was not happy meeting the Mayavadis. Even though Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas from a Mayavadi sannyasi Keshav Bharati, that's to convert Mayavadis to devotees. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu derived no happiness from meeting one who's not a pure devotee of Krishna. Thus, because Gopal Bhattacharya was a Mayavadi scholar, the Lord felt no jubilation in meeting him. Nevertheless, because Gopal Bhattacharya was related to Bhagavan Acharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu feigned pleasure in seeing him. Bhagavan Acharya said to Swarup Damodar, Gopala, my younger brother, have returned to my home, having concluded his study of Vedanta philosophy. So, Vedanta Sutras or Vedanta philosophies are all actually the summary of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Bhagavatam is a commentary on Vedanta Sutras like Atado Brahma Jityasa, Janmadhyasya Yada, Anandamaya Pyasya, and all that. Bhagavan Acharya requested Swarup Damodar Goswami to hear from Gopal the commentary upon Vedanta. Swarup Damodar, however, was somewhat angry because of love, spoke as follows. Who else gave the commentary on Vedanta and Mahaprabhu listened?
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Yes, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also studied the Vedanta Sutra, and for 7 days Mahaprabhu just listened without a word because he was giving a Mayavadi explanation. Later on, Mahaprabhu showed the Shadbhuja form, the 600 form, and gave explanation without touching the Mayavadi philosophy. Right? You have lost your intelligence in the association of Gopala, and therefore you're eager to hear the Mayavadi philosophy. Okay, we should not be. When a Vaishnava, if listen this, when a Vaishnava listens to a Shankara Bhashya, that means the Mayavadi commentary upon the Vedanta Sutra, he gives up Krishna consciousness attitude that the Lord is the master and the living entity is servant. Instead, he considers himself the Supreme Lord. That's what Mayavadis say. You are God, I am God, we are all God. The Daridra Narayan concept. Who knows the Daridra Narayan concept? Prabhupada always speaks about it. Nobody hears Prabhupada's lectures. That's why. Always in many lectures, Prabhupada spoke strongly against Daridra Narayan concept. Don't know? Okay. So that's Daridra Narayan. Actually, what happens? They say.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
They say that Lord is poor.
How?
They say that like Lord is poor, but Lord is very rich. Is like has all opulence, very rich. Like
no, you're guessing. Shri Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. As they say, I'm Narayan, you're Narayan. They go home to home, beg, and when they say, I'm Narayan, but I'm Daridra Narayan. I don't have goddess of fortune with me now.
Yeah.
So in that way.
Yeah. So Prabhupada's like, how can Narayan be Daridra? Because see, if they say you are Narayan, I am Narayan, why Narayan has to beg from door to door? No. So even poor people, they say I'm Narayan. That's called Daridra Narayan concept. And they say only we'll serve Narayan if Narayan comes at home begging. Will Narayan come like that? He's like Lakshmi Pati. Lakshmi Sahasrasada Sambrama Sevyam, and thousands of Lakshmis are serving Krishna. Why should he beg for anything? He begs for your love and devotion, not for your material things. So Prabhupada's like, if everyone is Narayan, how are Narayans begging in the street? I mean, they are also Narayan. And that's the concept called Daridra Narayan concept, which is not right, which is wrong. You should not pull Lord to your extent. And you should not, how can we say we are God? No, we are just part and parcel of Krishna. And so if we listen to Shankara Bhashya, what we give up that attitude that, oh, Krishna is our master and we are servant. Jivera Sorabhoi Krishna Nityadas. We forget that. And we feel like we are one with the Lord. That's a demonic attitude. Oh, I'm also Lord, you are Lord, everybody is Lord. So that's why we should not hear the Mayavadi Bhashya. Mayavadi philosophy presents a jugglery of words that even a highly elevated devotee who have accepted Krishna as his life and soul changes the decision when he reads the Mayavadi commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. So just imagine, if pure devotees are getting converted, highly elevated devotees, what about us? We are just so neophytes and our faith will be shaken. Okay, so we should never hear a Mayavadi philosophy or a commentary on the Vedanta Sutras because we feel like, oh, they are right. And the best thing is, Prabhupada used to take part of in some debate. He'll tell, you become Mayavadi, I become devotee. And Prabhupada used to win. But some days, Prabhupada become Mayavadis just for acting, for a role play, and devotees become in devotee part, but still Prabhupada will win. because Prabhupada's Mayavadi commentaries were so strong that the devotees could not cross him because he is so advanced devotee. So, but then we should be very careful not to hear from a Mayavadi. In spite of Saru Damada's protest, Bhagavan Acharya continued. We are all fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna with our heart and soul. Therefore, the Shankara Bhashya cannot change our mind. This is called the pride nature. We should not be puffed up like this. Oh, I am a pure devotee. Mayavadis cannot touch me. No, Maya can touch anyone. Swarup Damodar replied, nevertheless, when we hear the Mayavadi philosophy, we hear that Brahman is knowledge and that universe of Maya is false. But we again we gain no spiritual understanding. Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya, that's what they say. Brahman is Satya and Jagat is Mithya. The universe of Maya is false. How can it be false? Swarupaka he tatapi Maya vada shravane chid Brahma Maya Mithya matra shune. Okay, so they say Jagat is false. How can universe be Maya? Yes, universe is temporary, but it's not Maya. It is created by Krishna. Whatever Krishna creates is it's true, right? Because Krishna is true. The Mayavadi philosophers tries to establish that the living entity is only imaginary and that the Supreme Personality God is under the influence of Maya. How can this happen, right? Krishna is above the three modes. Krishna says, Devi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya. Mameve Pravatende Maya Yedam Tarandite. So how can that Krishna be under the influence of Maya? Hearing this kind of commentary breaks the heart and life of a devotee. Thus, Bhagavan Acharya. So when Srila Prabhupada went to America first, he was with one Mishra, Dr. Mishra. So he was a Mayavadi. And Dr. Mishra never allowed Prabhupada to speak in any of the lectures. Prabhupada used to go with him because Prabhupada didn't have any other way to start preaching. So Mishra was having so many disciples, and Mishra will speak about Mayavadi Bhashya. And Prabhupada couldn't tolerate it. But Prabhupada still sat there, and he will give 2 minutes to Prabhupada and say, you can do Kirtan. So Prabhupada's like, oh, that's enough for me. So he'll take his kartal and he'll do nice Harinam. And all the disciples were struck with wonder to see Prabhupada doing Harinam. So one of the disciples of that Mayavadi group, they came to Prabhupada and asked, whatever you say is correct. And I want to know more about you. But then Dr. Mishra understood, oh, his disciples are going to Prabhupada. He started avoiding. Prabhupada also was done with him. So he came out. And once Mishra allowed Prabhupada to speak, Prabhupada just blasted with so much things saying that Krishna has a form and Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and everything like that. So then that's how a pure devotee is, right? So if you hear Mayavadi Bhashya, you won't get any spiritual understanding. The Mayavadi philosophers tries to establish that we are imaginary and the Supreme Lord is under Maya. Thus Bhagavan Acharya, greatly ashamed and fearful, remained silent. Next day, he asked Gopal Bhattacharya to return to his own district because Bhagavan Acharya is a devotee. So he knows what Gopal Bhattacharya is saying is wrong. One day, Bhagavan Acharya invited Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Dynastis' house. Thus, he was preparing rice and various type of vegetables. A devotee named Chota Haridāsa. So we'll start it tomorrow about Chota Haridāsa. Just see that used to sing for, so Chota Haridāsa used to sing for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Bhagavan Acharya called him to his house and spoke as follows. Please go to the sister of Shiki Mahati in my name. Ask her for a manna of white rice and bring it here. So Mahaprabhu asked Chota Haridāsa, because they are sannyasis and sannyasis do madhukari. What is it? What is madhukari and why is it called so? Madhukari.
They will go door to door.
Yeah, and why is it called Madhukari, Mataji?
Because
because it's like beet collects little from every flowers.
Yeah, so how long they will stay in one house?
Till the cow gets milk for half an hour.
Yeah, so for milking the cow. So that's how they stay. So they stay. So it's like Madhukari. They just, the honeybee doesn't take honey completely from one flower, just go from one flower to other. So they also do that. So if you go to Vrindavan, you can see so many Babajis having that pot, not just for begging alms. No, they don't, sannyasi doesn't collect like grihasthas and keep, they depend on whatever by providence it comes. And if nothing comes, they fast. So they sometimes they get dry rotis. So in every Vrajavasi's house, the first roti they make, they either give it to the cow Gomata or they give to such devotees who come begging. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also is sannyasi, so he was not having any stored things. So he told Chota Haridas, go to sister of Shiki Mahiti, okay, and then take some rice, white rice, and bring it so that they can cook and have. So Shiki Mahati's sister was named Madhavi Devi, and she was elderly lady who always performed austerity. She was very advanced in devotional service. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accept her as having formerly being an associate of Srimati Radharani. In the entire world, 3.5 people were his intimate devotees. The 3 were Swarup Damodar, Ramananda Rai, and Shiki Mahati, and the half person was Shiki Mahati's sister. They take Madhukari from non-devotees also, or only from devotees? Only from devotees, Mataji. If they take from non-devotees, definitely it's not prasad, it's bhog. So, and in Vrindavan, I don't think anybody is a non-devotee. Yes, they might be some Mayavadis, but then usually they go to only devotee's house for Madhukari. Whichever is offered, they take only prasad. So some, they don't take prasad. I've seen some Babajis, they don't eat cooked ones. They take raw atta, raw rice, so that they themselves go and cook. Because you don't know who's cooking in the house. And you don't know whether it's been offered or not, no? So they take rice and all just raw, and then they themselves cook and offer. Because they might be having some small deity, Ladu Gopal, and they offer to this their Gopal and eat. Some Babajis are like that. They, whatever they take, they offer to their deity and take. So Sri Chaitanya, the 3, okay, this is how his devotees are. After begging the rice from her, Junior Haridas brought it to Bhagavan Acharya, who was very pleased to see its quality. In great affection, Bhagavan Acharya cooked varieties of vegetables and other preparations dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He also obtained remnants of food from Lord Jagannath and digestive aids, just as a ground ginger and also lime with salt. So we'll stop at 108 and we'll see what happened to Junior Haridas. After that, Chota Haridas, and how that rice cooked when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had that rice, what feelings or what emotions did he experience, and how he found out that Chota Haridas have done some wrong thing being a brahmachari, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very hard on him. Mahaprabhu was as strong as a thunderbolt when somebody, especially brahmacharis, do mistakes. And then at the same time, Shivananda Sena is a grahastha, but when Shivananda Sena had a child, Mahaprabhu was dancing in ecstasy, saying we have one more junior Vaishnava in the family. So we'll see how Mahaprabhu explains about brahmacharya ashram, how strict it should be, and what punishment he gave him, and what Prayashchitta did Chota Haridas do later on. Okay, I think that's tomorrow. Okay, hi Krishna everyone. So before I forget, the verse which Atish Prabhu asked, it's from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 4, verse 197. This is the prayer which Madhavendra Puri sang at the end of his life. This is the prayer by which Radharani spoke. Good Atish, you brought this so that even I can read this. So Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 4, that's the devotional glories of Madhavendra Puri. Verse 197 says, Aidinada yadhanata he mathuranada kadavalokshase Hrudayam Tvad Aloka Kadaram Daita Brahmyati Kim Karomyaham. This verse was spoken by Radharani when in separation from Krishna. She says, O my Lord, O most merciful Master, O Master of Madhura, when shall I see you again? Because of my not seeing you, my agitated heart has become unsteady. O most beloved one, what shall I do now? So this is when Krishna left Vrindavan and accept the kingdom of Mathura, Srimati Radharani was in feeling of separation from him. And she expressed how Krishna can be loved in separation. So this is what Radharani sang. And this Madhavendra Puri could also understand because of Radharani's mercy. So my Lord, because of your separation, we are agitated. Now, I am very poor. Why we are poor? Because we don't have Krishna. That's why we are poor, she's saying. And you are very merciful. So kindly be compassionate on me. And when shall I see you? So this was the mood of separation, which the Gaudiya Vaishnavas we appreciate because of Madhavendra Puri have experienced that ecstasy in separation from Krishna. And Mahaprabhu could not chant this verse. He just say, Ai Dina, Ai Dina. He could not chant because this verse was sung by Radharani in separation from Krishna. Okay, so that was the verse. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining. So 6th Monday, our new batch starts. please spread this word and call all your friends and relatives. If every one of you bring 5 or 10 10 people to Krishna consciousness by level 1 course, you become more dear to Krishna, because you're doing the best service ever. So please spread it by word. Advertisement and all won't work. Mouth to mouth spreading is the best, which Namanishta Prabhu says. So please tell your friends and family to join, take up the course, because your life changed by just doing one 18 days course. So let others also benefit. And anyway, it's free, offered by ISKCON Mangaluru. So please spread the word that Monday we starts, and Tuesday we have Gaur Purnima festival. So fast till moonrise, and then those in Mangalore can come, or others can take online association. Okay, and Chaitanya Charitamrita books are available in Hindi, Tamil, English, and Kannada. So please order it fast. T.LYCC books, that's for English, and other links have been shared that day, in chat. So please take advantage of this opportunity. And yes, those who didn't finish Bhagavatam reading also simultaneously can start Chaitanya Charitamrita. Nothing wrong in it. Only thing is we should be systematic. Don't leave Bhagavatam like that. Just try to complete it as much as you can. And Prabhu was emphasizing on reading Prabhupada's books. So let's put effort and read Prabhupada's book. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, Vilas Prabhu. You have a question?
Gujarati is not available, na? Chaitanya Charitamrita.
No, Prabhu is traveling now. Once he's back, we'll just try to see.
Okay.
I think because the printing and all now, because the paper costs have gone up and everything. So not every language they have published. That's why Prabhu gave the link only for 4 language. You can wait, might be sometime, or you can take Hindi, no? They're not comfortable.
No, I can comfortable, but Gujarati is more.
No,
And
okay.
I am planning to take in Gujarati actually.
Okay.
Then
That's you can wait for some time. Might be after that, Prabhu might get it. Okay.
Okay. Yes, no problem.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. I prefer always English. Why? Because it's direct translation by Prabhupada. So other languages, not offending them, but then other language when they are translating, some I don't feel that ecstasy in reading. So these in English, it's like devotional ecstasy of Prabhupada. I could feel that connection with Prabhupada there. The other languages, when you go, something is missing. I don't know what. Something is missing. Did everyone experience? But those who can read, follow English, please go for English only. And other languages, good. I mean, devotees have put a lot of effort, and we have translated many languages. And some are very comfortable when you read in your mother tongue, no? Yeah, that is there. Like Hindi, they want Hindi only so that they really understand some words which Prabhupada uses in English. It's like we have to search a dictionary for that meaning because his vocabulary was too good. Okay, but that in otherwise, any language is okay. But then please do get the book. Hare Krishna, thank you for joining. Mancha kalpatarupasya kripasindubevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Kodi Vaishnavamati ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Okay, so these are the links Nandita Mataji have shared. Thank you, Mataji. So please, all of you, try to order the books. I think in a week it can just come to you. So that's English. That is T.LYCC books, Kannada, Hindi, and Tamil. So those who have want these languages, please order it. Place your order. Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Rupali Mataji, it's the facility link. The short Bhagavatam class you're asking, 5:45. T.LY ISKCON facility. Okay. That's the link.